Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Grigsby's War in the East. So, there is much to do, and, much to be done. Namely, I need to move this infantry up. Now, let's take a look at what situation we're dealing with here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here, get a grand view of the events, and we'll get our trusty pen out here. So, we'll have red for Soviet. So we have a defensive line about here, some forces here, the forces around Leningrad, then a line forming down here. But the Soviets so far have left us some ways in. Now I'm going to avoid the marshes, so what we're going to do here is draw around the marshes. Kinda, yeah. Let's pretend that's all the marshes. And we shall have a Wehrmacht Grey. So, the idea is, for me, is to try and find a way around this line. Now, I'm considering going around here, like so, but I imagine I'm going to be cut off by the forces of the Leningrad detachment, I should say. So, the idea is, excuse me, if we can get around and then try and separate the armies here from their supply, because Moscow's over here, so if we can separate them from supply, then I could hopefully try to pull off a gigantic pocket over here. Now let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. The Soviet line, as far as I know, does not entirely stretch all the way over here. I don't really think that's true. I think they do have units here, as we can see, some here and some here. And of course some units here. Now how could we possibly pull this off then? Well, we'd have to go way around here. Go as deep as potentially possible. Now, this is what I think may make this a little bit more possible. So if I have a division or two divisions, whatever, pushing through here, you can see here that basically these are our hexes, these are the enemy hexes. As long as these are linked up, then supply can go through. Not very easily, it might be crap through here, but if I can get to the other side and try to form a arc around here, possibly I could try and pull off a giant encirclement. Possibly. I don't know how likely that is, but hopefully we'll be able to see. Right. Okay, so I'm going to move up the infantry. It depends, really. I'm hoping that my panzers down here and the infantry down here, which is closer to Poland and to, well, to Prussia over here, East Prussia, they should be able to receive enough supply to try and get around and to make it to Smolensk. I was hoping to try and take Minsk this turn, but we met some resistance I was not anticipating. And sadly, the infantry is out of range for the time being. I mean, we're only in turn 3, and I'm kind of trying to get a lot done without really understanding the game entirely. But this is why we play, to learn. Right, so we have these forces over here. I'm going to move them. Can I move them by rail? I can. Great stuff. Now, where do I want to send them? I could reinforce Army Group South, Centre or North, but where are these reinforcements needed? I suppose we could have them as our reserves. I mean, we do have the Romanian and Hungarian armies down here. They're not fantastic by any regards, but Army Group South might be enough to take care of it. We did reinforce it a little bit with some extra division, so that's okay. It might be prudent to reinforce Army Group North, as they do have a difficult task ahead of them, namely in dividing the Leningrad forces away from the rest of the Red Army. So, we might do that then. Clicked on the wrong hex there. So I can make it up to about here. So we'll do that then. Send them via rail. This is good, we're saving on supplies. Okay. I might hold on to them as a reserve for the time being. I imagine you can only... Right, rail cap, 6,145. I need to take a look at this and see how much rail it uses before we move anything. Okay, then we have these forces over here, so I'm going to move them through Germany. There we go. Okay. Now, we have these forces down here. I did manage to fly some fuel out to these babies. So there is the possibility of moving on and trying to further cut off enemy forces. It's a possibility. I could move down here, or I could of course wait for more fuel to reach me, which is probably the wisest idea. Right, we'll form up the division again and see what we can do. Right, so we formed up, we have 64% fuel. I believe I'm going to wait for the fuel to arrive. There's no fuel here, but there is some supply. Right. They don't have any movement. They're kind of stuck in a hard place here. Move up a little bit more. If I can make it difficult for the Red Army to move, then that's great for me. So I still have some SS motorized over here, and they can actually move quite a decent distance here. Now, I could move to over here. That's, Well, let's see what we can do with the Romanian army first. If we can move the Romanians, we do have some armor over here. It's not, what exactly is this made up of? Armored cars, CKD R2s. Right, so we have a 37mm KWK 34T L40 gun. That seems to be a German gun. KWK, yeah, I'm pretty damn sure it's a German gun. Right. So can we do any reconnaissance down here in the south? If we can figure out what we're dealing with, then that's going to be better. So try and do some reconnaissance with the Romanian Air Force. Okay. Righto. Kishinev. Well, there's only security forces here, so what we'll do then is we'll, I have this division over here. I'll send them to the front line, and we're going to push through the security. Yep, they're going to retreat. I think the plan here is basically, we're not going to bother with this. We're basically going to head over here for Odessa. Those forces will end up being cut off. We can destroy them later. And this is the shortest route, so that's good. We're not wasting supply, we're not wasting time. Okay, not much movement, sadly. So I'll push in over here, then at least we can expand that hex. They have pretty shockingly bad morale. So move here. Dun 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 dun. Retreating further. How much movement do we have left? We have 50. That's pretty good. I'll move over here, make that 3 wide. Then they will rout. Good. So we might be able to seize Kishinev here. Almost. But I'll make that a little bit wider so we now have a nice wide area to advance into. Right. They're suffering from the same issue. Now we do have this armor down here. Could I move this via rail? I could. So move it via rail. Take it off the train. And yeah. So they have an issue in the fact that they can't really move too well. Okay. We'll move here, then in the following turn we should be able to move out with this armor. Form a breakout, I suppose you could say. Right. What do we have here? Air Landing Division. Okay. So if I move you over here to a runway. Air transport mode. Air transfer mode. Air transport mode. Okay. We'll have to come back to that one in the future. I don't understand how to use it, so I don't want to waste it. Right, we have these forces here. What I'm thinking here is basically ignore this part here and let the army group self deal with that. While the Romanian army swings around here with some Hungarian elements, and we try to make an iron cauldron. Basically a gigantic pocket. It's going to be better use of our time and our forces, I think. Right, so we are on the rails here. We should... Oh, no, I guess not. 842 rail cap. Okay, so it takes a lot to move these divisions. I mean, you can see the difference in movement over here. So if I move down here, at least we'll be ready to push further in next time. Move on there. Right, we have the HQ over here. So I'll have that down here. There we go. We also have an Army Group South HQ. Are these German or Romanian? No, these are Romanian troops, okay. So this is the Romanian headquarters. Move it over here. Right, so we have our airfields. Okay. So, we have a mountain brigade here. I'm going to combine that. Is this the second? Fourth, second, first. Can we not combine them? No. Do they have any constituent parts? They have a headquarters. Oddly, it's... okay. Yeah, I should move you back north then. Yeah, we should be good there. So I guess they don't have any other constituent parts then. So I guess we'll have them attack... There we go, we'll have them attack that, yeah, security there, let them force that back. I guess what I'll do is I'll have these Hungarian forces try and hold this center line. There's, excuse me. My god. This is what happens when you've been ill for some time. You just start to lose your voice randomly. So we'll let the Hungarians hold this center line, and then we'll have the Romanian army move in the south. The Germans can move in this area over here. That should work out to be much better. I may transfer some armor or some motorized down to the south so we can pull off some maneuvers. Okay. What's this? Cavalry. 2 cavalry divisions. The 5th and the 6th. Okay. We'll see what they can do. Right, they can make them retreat, that's fine. Bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. I guess we'll move up. Come on, surrender. No, they held, okay. Well, they're only being attacked by cavalry, so yeah. Try one more time. Okay, they retreated even further. That's better for me. Any movement left? No. Okay. Yeah, they're not very strong, so I'll move... I'll attack with this division, actually. Right, this is a 70... Ah, so this is German infantry, okay. You can tell the difference there between the German infantry and the Romanian infantry. So we'll use the German infantry to punch through, as they can do it much better. I say that, and then they do not manage to pull it off. Artifact is a division, isn't it? Okay, we'll move you here. Might be enough. No, okay. Buggers. Buggery. I'll move up the German division then if I can. No? Okay. We'll try and encircle them. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take this German infantry and we're going to move it south, so we'll use this as our advance push. The Romanians can hold the line. There we go, more German infantry. Move up down here. Yes, then we can try and move out with this infantry. Okay. We have 2 groups of Romanians here. Attack. Okay, they surrendered. Fantastic. Right, see, this cavalry can move further now. This is good. This is very good. We have these guys here. I guess I'll have them cross the river. Well, cross over. Same for these guys. We do have some more infantry here. I'll move them up. There's quite a lot of air force. Oh god, there's hardly any planes here. Where's this Hungarian? Okay. More Hungarian forces over here. Hungarian, but it can't move yet. Okay. I'm gonna make do with this. We don't need to push these guys up anymore when we can do it next turn and try and cut them off. And then at least we're not wasting men and supplies, well, without any need. So we've already moved to here. Can we move anyone any further to try and exploit that? Right. They can't because they're bloody annoying. No. I may move them... Yeah, I'm going to move them over here. The reason is, I want that to be a little bit further up, so then I can try and get through here. See, now, what we could try and do then is... try and cut off these men here. So I'll go for about here then. There we go. And... somebody may... actually not be able to pull it off. Oh dear. These guys could maybe... I'll move them down here. Then we just need somebody to cut these guys off. But these guys are cut off, and so that's good. I just need a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'll move here, make it difficult for them. I have some more motorized here. We might be able to cut them off, actually. Right, so move here. Right, the population is evacuated. Good. Right, good, very good. So you can move up here. And they're just barely cut off. But if we can move some other forces here, we might be able to maintain this. It hurts me to waste a bit of this fuel, but if I can cut off these forces, then at least that's going to help us. Right, more motorized over here. Okay, very good. Now, I'll move here, then break up this division into 3 constituent parts. Move these guys there. And move them there. There we go. Okay, that's not great news. So I'll move this HQ up. Yeah. At least they're in supply then. Well, they're next to the HQ, so they should receive some supply. But at least we caught these guys here. We caught some of these guys. So that's better than nothing. Before, they would have been fine. They could have moved out next turn. But at least we got them now, so that's good. You can move up a little bit. Dun 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 dun. Move up a little bit more. Ah, we do have some more armor here. Bloody hell, they can move far. Very nice. Very nice. Bloody hell. We'll try this then. There we go, we captured some supply. They've evacuated. Now, they could very easily be cut off here, so... move there. Move there. Need to make this wider. I don't think I have any other mobile forces. I'll move you to the swamps, actually. Right. Well, they're connected over here too, so... perhaps we might get lucky. Perhaps. Okay. I do wish there was a map mode where you could see if the units had moved or not. That'd be great. Move you down here. What do we have here? Right, Army Group South. Move you to the rail line. Guess here. There we go. The closer they are, the better. The rail does go to about here, so that's good. I'll move up there then. Lovely. 6th Army, move you up a little bit further. Move these headquarters up too. Oh, we do have some more infantry here. Okay. I think we're just about done in the south. Ah, yes, we have these guys. Army Group Center. Should you not be further up? I feel you should be further up. Okay. Move you over there. We have these guys. Third Panzer Group, I'll move you closer. Okay, we'll move this infantry now. Move you up here. Okay, they can move quite far actually. But I want to keep these guys down here, and then we can try and force our way through here. Okay. Sorry. You guys should head this way. There we go. Okay. Righto. Airfields can move up. Right, there we go. That keeps the airfields happy. Right. So this is a Panzer Corps. Get them in range. Move these guys closer to headquarters. Okay. We'll have these guys start moving towards Leningrad, really. Damn. As far as possible. If I move them onto Riga, at least they can hopefully resupply. So I'll move the the security out for now. Then I can put another headquarters in there. And if I move Army Group North here, they should receive supply from Riga. So perhaps that might work out a hell of a lot more effectively than waiting for the rail yards down here. Now this could of course go very, very bloody wrong, and I hope it does not. But we'll have to take chances here. Alright, move you up over here to the airbase. To which headquarters are you associated? That one, okay. Bugger it, but fuck it. Waste of fuel, but yeah, that's what happens when you make a mistake. Okay. Now I might as well move these airfields up. Who are you associated with? The headquarters down here, okay. Well, you're miles away from anything, so we'll move you up. There we go. Then hopefully we should be able to deliver fuel via airplane next turn. That should be handy. Security forces are here. Move them down there. Yeah, you're associated with the 4th Panzer Group, so you need to go pretty far north. Yep, you're satisfied. You're associated up here, so move you. Okay. Other than that, is there any other movement? You can move a little bit further. Oh, hello. Who did I associate you? Right, you're associated with these guys up here, okay. Ah, so close. Right, let's move you up here then. Move you to that headquarters. Try and save some of that fuel for next turn. Okay. You still have some movement.